Hey guys, I am back for another battle report, this time Warhammer Fantasy, bit of a training game. I'm here with my friend Jacob, who I don't think you guys have seen before, but we're going to be playing some Warhammer Fantasy, Warriors of Chaos up against Dark Elves, and it's a bit of a training game, because Jacob's not that familiar with fantasy. We played a bit a while ago.
A long time ago.
But yeah, we're going to play it up. It's 2250 points, so like the tournament level that we usually play around here. And I'll show you the armies. We're just going to kill each other, and that's how it is going. So here's the board that we are playing on. There's not very much in the way of terrain. I don't have very much made up yet, but this is the table that we're using. I'll start with his army first. So starting from the left, we've got a group of Chaos Hounds, no upgrades. We have a unit of Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch. They have shields and, of course, Mark of Tzeentch. We've got a full command in there as well. And they have the Razor Standard for the armor pierce. Now next to them, they've got the Exalted Champion. He's the BSB General. I hope that's not wrong, but that's what I did. If it's a mistake, I can fix this list later. But don't worry about it, that's what he's there to do. And he's got the Sword of Battle and the Helm of Many Eyes. So he always strikes first, but does suffer from a bit of a stupid lapse. Behind them, we've got two Hell Cannons. They're custom made back from before there was a Hell Cannon model, but I don't see a problem using them, so we're using them. We've got a unit of 6 Trolls who has a Nurgle Sorcerer on a Palanquin. He's got a Chaos Familiar and the Scroll or the Staff of Catan, or Catam, however you pronounce it. Basically, he channels a whole bunch and has a bunch of magic and is really good at it. And of course, Mark of Nurgle, and that's what he does. And then, oh, and he's using the Lore of Nurgle. I don't know if I was green enough for you there. We've got a unit of Chaos Warriors again. This unit has the Banner of Movement, Mark of Corn, and Halberds. And then another group of Hounds, and another group of Hounds to play List Chicken. And that's how it is for the Chaos. Side of the table, we have all of the Dark Elves lined up ready for combat. We've got, starting from the edge here, Archers, Cold One Knights. We've got my main unit here with 2 Wizards, my General and my BSB, and 40 Warriors of Elves, Dark Elf Warriors. And we've got a level 4 Life, level 2 Beasts, a General who's got the Crown of Command and a couple of beat-em-up sticks, the Hydra, and Knights, and then 3 more units of Archers to just pummel arrows, and a little bit of shade sneaking up on the side there to come in from behind. Really gotta paint all these armies. Oh well, get into it. More painting things. But anyway, here we go, we're gonna roll off. They did deploy first, so they have +1 to the roll, and it didn't matter because Dark Elves are going first. On the Cold Ones. They pass. Stupidity on the Cold Ones. My big unit is going to march to about there. Knights are gonna march up like that. They have 14 inches, more than enough to move that distance. And these ones are going to do pretty much the same thing. Like so. Not enough to give you a flank, but enough to protect my flanks. Hydra. Hydra. These guys are just going to quickly move. We need another light in this corner of the room. Oh well. It's on the list. Oh, we're going to stay 7 inches away from you. You cannot stand and shoot if you're within your movement. So for example, if I was within 4 inches of them, I couldn't stand and shoot, or if you were within 4 inches. Anyway, so that's we're simply going to advance a little bit, and advance a little bit. And that's how we do. Oh, we've got one more unit over here that are going to just be shooting hounds. And that is the end of the movement phase. Magic phase begins. Now we get 2 channel attempts, because I have 2 wizards, and I don't get any. Chaos attempt to channel. First wizard, my level 4 life, she's going to cast Earthblood on that unit that she's in. So it goes off, I rolled an 8, and I'm level 4, so it's 12. So in order to stop that, you need to roll an 8. Give the unit 5-up regeneration. So he's going to let me get my Earthblood. So the next spell I'm going to cast is Wissan's Wild Form on this unit as well. It goes off. Of course, we'll give +1 strength and toughness to my Spearman. And he needs to roll a 9 to dispel this if he wants. He's not going to try and dispel that one either. So I guess I'm going to try and cast Throne of Vines on 4 dice. It goes off. Dispel it, because why not? I only have 1 dice left.
I can use as many dice as needed?
Yep. Double 6 will auto-dispel. That is 18. Not enough. Throne of Vines is up on this unit as well. Woo! Magic. I'm going to take shots at 4s and 3s. Toughness 3, strength 3, force to wound. They're all dead. And the hounds are wiped out. They're shooting at those hounds. They're shooting past half. They moved, and they're shooting twice, and they're shooting through trees. So they're looking at 7s. So I need to roll a 6, and then from those 6s, I then need to roll a 4+, which I got 1, and then on a 4+, I'll do a wound. which I did. So one of those hounds dies as well, because they don't have armor saves. I mean, you can pay to give them a 6-up, but the arrows are armor piercing in here. We're going to fire at the Tzeentch warriors. They are going to need a move, shoot past half, double tap, 6s. We get 2, 3 hits. Your toughness, 4 hits. Toughness of 4 against strength 3, so 5s to wound. Next batch are going to fire at the warriors. 2 hits, 3 hits, 5s to wound. We got 1. So you normally have a 3-up save thanks to your armor and shield, so it goes up to a 4-up because I have armor pierce. So 4+, fails it, but he has a 6-up ward because Tzeentch loves him. And he makes it. And the last group has too many units in the way to justify shooting. So that's it. That's the end of the Dark Elf turn 1. Bunch of magic got off, bunch of buffs, and now we prepare to get cannoned into oblivion. So in the Chaos turn, we're using the stupidity check on the trolls here. And they need an 8 or less thanks to the general. And he passes. There we go. Stupidity check on his leader's unit. 8 or less. Fail, but he has a BSB, so he can re-roll that.
Oh my god.
Well, that's bad news bears. So they move forward to D6. And they move forward there. The hounds are going to march forward. They can march 14 inches. And so, off they go. I like how the one spear is sticking out to the side. It's like, why not?
He's going to move up there and pivot, like so.
Okay. You might want to move a little bit further forward.
Farther?
Because you do have another 2 inches of movement, so you're probably going to want to stand about here. Now, the reason he's doing that is because he wants to redirect my charge. So this is a basic tactic for fantasy players. So those of you who don't know it already, basically the idea is that he blocks my angle so I can't come around. Yeah, that should do. You know what? You're probably even fine just facing straight on, simply because the worst thing I'll do is I'll overrun and land in your unit that you want to fight anyway. So the big thing is you don't want me to get multiple units on that unit of trolls, because they'll kill it if they all get in. Warriors here are going to march 10 forward. You might want to pivot these guys a little bit.
Just a little?
Yeah.
I can't go
so
past
basically, can't go past there, but he can pull back a bit. There we go. And so his main unit here with his trolls and his big wizard are going to march forward.
We're not going to march.
Just a few inches.
Too bad.
They can only march 8 because the palanquin unfortunately slows the whole unit down. We're going to march up 14 just to the edge of the woods here. We're treating this as a big forest simply because it's not exactly great. It's a 40k piece of terrain, like that one is. But these are the old terrain that I had made way back when. And so I found them and dug them out. Got to make new stuff. New space for chaos. He gets. He's not going to use the Skull of Catan for channeling right now. So on a 5+, you get another dice, and you do. So there you go. You're going to channel as well, and I got 1 as well. So 7 to 11. Asthma of Pestilence onto the Tzeentch guys, just in spite of the gods, to minus my weapon skill and initiative if I go into combat. So it goes off easily enough, and I'm just going to let that go off. So if I go into combat with them, -1 weapon skill and initiative. I'm going to put Curse of the Leper down. Glare. This one I'll add toughness to that unit. And so
10.
It does go off because you're level 4, so you roll a 12. Roll an 8 to stop it, and I attempt to cast Plague Wind, which is basically one of these shoots out of his caster, and anything it goes over has to do toughness tests. Bad news for elves. All right, go for it. You need to roll at least an 11. And you got it. And I'm going to use my Dispel Scroll so it doesn't go off. Cannon is now firing. We forgot to record that they did pass their dice and an artillery dice. Where does it go? Direct hit. Rhythm. You hit 18 regular guys. So here's the first 17. These guys are 3s to wound, thanks to Wissen's Wild Form giving me +1 toughness. So 3s. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't get an armor save against this because they only have light armor, but they do get their 5-up regen. And we failed 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 5, 8, 9. The guy in the middle of that template took a strength 10, so on a 2-up you wound him. Nope, he took it and just laughed.
He's a champ.
And now you have my general and my sorceress, who are each 3, and you roll those separately.
General, sorceress.
Okay, so the sorceress is the yellow one. Go ahead, or just roll the dice. Sorceress is the yellow one. They both get wounded. They're both going to try and do lookout, sirs. So the yellow is still the sorceress. The general does not get out of the way. The sorceress does. So the regular dude lives because he has a regen. The general has a 3-up, 4-up, 5-up armor save. And he makes it. The second cannon, he's going to fire the same thing on the other side to get the same number of hits. Here we go. Uh-oh. That was a misfire. If it didn't come up thanks to glare. D6, what happens? The Hell Cannon has freaked out and broken its chains and is now running 3d6 straight ahead. Roll low. That's not bad. 8 inches forward. So he's going to basically catch up. It's, there you go. 8 inches up. There you go. So he's still pretty safe. But unfortunately, he doesn't get to make his shot this turn. Able to kill 9, and there were 44 models in the unit, and so they didn't take more than enough to do a panic. So we're moving back into the Dark Elf turn. First thing, stupidity check. Pass, because our general's a general. And this one, also pass. Charge. The knights are going to charge the hounds. Do you want to hold? You have 3 options here. Well, you only have 2. You don't have guns. You can hold as one of them, which basically you stay there and you take the charge and fight. Second one is you can flee, where you basically run away through your unit, whatever you flee. They don't care so much because they're immune to psychology, so they won't panic.
Yeah.
But
would your guys then charge?
I would be able to do a leadership check and then redirect my charge into someone else. So you're probably,
we're gonna hold.
In all fairness, you're probably not going to be able to stop me anyway. Because if I kill them and overrun into you, it still counts as a charge. So I'll still get my charge attacks, but then you'll probably mulch that unit. So if you're going to hold, that's fine. We charge and hit them. And that's all for chargers. Marching around here, they can still shoot their guns because they're super archers. We like to think of them as... Actually, what do? They kill babies, I'm pretty sure. Right. And these knights are going to march. Like that. Oh no, that'll give you a flank. There we go. Hydra. Archers. Advance. Archers. Advance. Archers. Hold. Archers hold. And you guys, you're only speed 4, so I have the edge on the chart. I'm going to march forward as well. And hopefully we can get into combat. Oh, I'm going to die so bad. Whatever. There we go. Phase for Dark Elves. 10. Oh my god. Final attempt. Chaos. Lesser Mage is going to curse the trolls there to have -1 to attack rolls. She gets it, barely, on a 10. You need to roll a 6 to stop her. It'll also make terrain dangerous, which is not as bad of a deal for them because we got multiple wounds, but he actually needs to get a 7 because it was +1 to cast it because he's a beast. And it's from the Lore of Beasts. Attempt to Dispel just needs a 6, gets it. So no Curse of Aim. Cast Flesh to Stone. It goes off, but she has an item called the Sacrificial Dagger, so I'm going to kill a dude, and on a 4+ I get to add another dice to my cast. I get it, so I get to add another d6, another 1. Well, that sucked. Okay, so I rolled a 7. You got to match a 7. This would be +4 toughness to my unit if it goes off.
Stop that one.
Okay, so you need a 7. 6. Ooh, bad news bears. So I get it. And not only that, you won't have your wizard level to help you dispel any future. We're going to try and cast Regrowth with the big mage. 7. We're going to sacrifice a dude. Boop. Yes, if I kill 25% of my unit right now doing this, I will take a check. I do get to add another dice. And I got 2, which brings me up to 9. +4 for my wizard level goes off. So I will get d6 +1 more Dark Elves back. God damn it. He could dispel it if he wants.
Are you casting anything?
I have 3 dice left.
So careful with these 2 guys.
It's kind of cheesy now that you know what I rolled, but...
Yeah,
Alright. I didn't even realize they had dice left. Okay. It's true, though, that now that you know what I rolled, it wasn't really that worth doing it. And then we're going to cast Earthblood on herself for 1 dice. Goes off, and I'm still going to sacrifice a guy, which I kill him for nothing. You know what? Forget it. You can just try and stop me. You have to roll a 10.
What does Earthblood do?
Regen. The save.
I'm going to try and stop it.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
So regen goes on. We're going to stop killing our own people now.
Just keep murdering them.
So we have 2 dice left. We're going to try and cast Wissen's Wild Form. I need to roll an 8 on 2 dice. 9. Bam. And that is how you make Dark Elves good at pointing. Crossbows, firing into Zeech's. So, archers, firing. We're looking at 4s to hit, because it's only -2. So we didn't get very many. We get 4 wounds. Ooh, look at that. Oh, 3, and then 6s. Nope, so 3 die. Oh man.
That's real.
These archers are gonna go shooting at those hounds, needing 6s. 1, 2. 4s to wound. Nothing. No hounds were wounded in this escapade. And that's it for shooting, because they can't really see anything. This is a very interesting. Alright, and now we're going in combat. Begins between the Dark Elf Riders and the Hounds. My Dark Elf Riders are of course first. They have 6 attacks between them all, hitting on 3s, re-rolling to hit thanks to having always strikes first and a higher initiative, and also wounding on 2s, re-rolling those 1s, and they're dead. And my unit is of course going to overrun, so they can then overrun the unit. It's 3 dice, take away the lowest because they're cav, and they hit you. And these guys are gonna get killed.
Bring it.
The cannon leadership check. 9. Reroll thanks to the BSB being nearby. And leadership needing an 8. Reroll thanks to the BSB.
Okay, here we go.
And these guys, stupidity check. 8. Pass.
There we go.
The hounds are going to charge these archers, and then the Zeech knights are charging my normal knights. And this one he needs a 7, so we'll do this one first, and then I'll get my Overwatch. It's only 2d6.
Oh, 2?
Yeah, they don't have Swift. You made it. There you go. But I get to get my shots. 1, 2, 3, 4s, 1. So 3 of them made it into combat.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, 1 failed. That's makes more sense.
What you
yeah. And then they close it. Bam! Puppy dogs versus elf people. Charging, they of course make it. So what will happen here is, I'll do it. So basically he started off like that. So he would go in trying to get as many into base as he can, and then close the door against me. And it looks like he was actually able to get behind that cannon. Trolls are just gonna hold their ground. They're gonna stand their ground. Is that a law? It's a law in some states. Pretty sure it's a law. It involves shooting people. I was just watching South Park. That's where I learned all my state's laws. 6 for the Chaos Magic phase. And all magic is good. Without the staff again, because magic is good, but he doesn't get it. I get 2 channel attempts, and I get 1. So it's 7 to 11 again. This is fun. Start off with the miasma on these guys to try and reduce some weapon skills. It goes off. I'm not gonna win that fight anyway, so I'm gonna let that go. Ah, no, I can't let it go off. What'd you roll?
4 to 5.
11. We have to match dice because we're both level 4. No, I'm not. Go ahead, you can have it. Curse of the Leopard to give D3 extra toughness to these guys. So I forgot about the lore aspect of Nurgle. Every time he successfully casts a spell on a 6, he gets +1 wound and toughness on his wizard for the rest of the game.
Oh.
He's gotten 2 spells off so far, so we'll do it now, and he didn't get it, but that's okay. Okay, Curse of the Leper.
10.
7 is 11. It does go off.
Yes.
Dispel. Throwing in a fleshy abundance on these fellas, giving them some regens. It goes off on a big amount. Try and dispel. Oh yeah. So no matter. Back cannon is going to drop a template on the Hydra. 2 inches. It's still might not get him. So 2 inches over. He's getting right on the corner of his base. Strength 10, toughness 5. He needed 2 to wound. There you go. And I don't have an armor save, so I'll take D6 wounds. 2. We're gonna go right here, aiming for this guy. Direct hit, so all of them. So the middle guy on a 2 to wound. No,
and then how many
guy on a 2? He's dead. Boop. And then there's the other 9 wound on them as well. 3 ones, so 3 don't die.
I like it.
Blam. Test. Because they were shot by a hell cannon, they're -1, so they're only leadership 7. 6. We're combat. I go first because I'm an elf. Actually, you would have to maximize, so you'd be like that when I'd get my extra 2 dudes. Weapon skills less than mine, but I'll use 4s because I didn't roll any 3s anyway. Oh, re-rolling to hit. And 4s to wound, and they're dead. You don't have armor, so splat.
It's worth a try.
And they get to reform. Now we've got this combat, Chaos Warriors against Riders. Riders are of course first, because Elves is Elves. We've got 6 attacks. Oh, challenges. Do you have any challenges to declare? You do have a champion in there. The thing is, I'm not sure if I wanted to accept, but if I don't accept, I don't get to attack. No, actually I have to. I'm in the front rank. I have to accept. So, do you want to challenge? But I might kill you. He's not going to challenge me because we mathed it out, and in all likelihood, I'll just kill him. So my guys attack the unit, hitting on 4s. So their weapon skill 5, initiative 6 is what I was remembering. So they get to reroll the hit, and so they get 4 hits. And your toughness 4, their strength 6, so 2s to wound. And there we go, 4 wounds. So it's strength 6, so it's 1, 2, and 3 away from your armor save. So you go from a 4 up to a 5 up, 6 up, nothing. 4 die. 4 die. So now the knights get attacked back. Attacking back, we've got frenzy, 2 attacks, halberds, 2 ranks, 4 2s to wound, strength 5 thanks to halberds against toughness of 3. And no rerolls. Strength 5, it's -2 to my save, so I go from a 2 up to a 3 up to a 4 up. So I have a 4+ save against 10 attacks, 50-50. I should all die. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 lived. And they're all 4s too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Math out the combat. So he has 2 ranks of. Okay. Do you have your wound, guys? Your little guys? I wanted to show how wounding works. So here we go. For those of you who don't know. So now we're going to determine combat resolution. Charging gave me +1. Or let's do it the easy way. Wounds are each worth 1, so we're even on wounds. We tied. So they don't matter anymore. So I charged, and that's it. He has a banner. He has a rank. And he has another rank. So you win by 2.
There we go.
And so because my general is within 12 inches, I can get his leadership of 10, and my BSB is also within 12, so I can re-roll it. So I need an 8 or less. That's a fail. Re-roll. That's a pass. So he stands there and is like, I'm a champion! In the final combat, it's your turn, so you issue challenges first.
I'm going to issue a challenge.
With your general?
Yes.
Alright, so we'll just pop him over. Technically he doesn't come out, but we'll leave him there. And then my guy will accept. And so you're gonna get, let's do other combats first. We'll do the challenge last. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys that can attack. They go after me because I attack 1, 2, and 3. This guy's been challenged. 3 attacks. Because their initiative was lowered, it only brings it down to 5, which equals him. So I still get to reroll, but I need 4s to hit, which I get all of them. I'm only strength 4 because I'm not charging, so I need 4s to wound, and I get 1 wound. So it's -1 to your save, so you go from a 3 up to a 4 up. You make it. Alright, so his regular dudes attacking my regular dudes. 4s to hit. Nope, 3s to hit because my weapon skill is -1. But still not a very good roll. And then 3s to wound because strength 4, toughness 3. 1 wound. So I have a 3 up armor save because it's -1. And I failed it.
There we go.
So buddy dies. Forgot about the Razor standard, so that guy who failed to save really failed to save. But now his BSB and my guy are challenging it out, and he also has always strikes first, so simultaneous. So I'm going to do my attack because it's unlikely I'll kill you.
I have higher initiative, so I'll get to reroll.
No one will get to reroll.
Okay.
When you both have always strikes first, it's cancelled out. So my guy will attack. He needs 4s to hit, 2 hits, and he needs 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s, 2 wounds. Okay, now you have a 1-up armor save, so it goes to a 2+. You're good. All right, and now you'll get your 5 attacks because of your Sword of Battle, hitting on 3s.
Over 1.
4 hits, and your strength 5, so 2s to wound. 3 wounds, and it will apply the Razor standard, so it's -3 to my armor save. So 3+, 4+, 5+. That's a dead champion. And you get to roll on the chart. And 1 second, why? Bring up. So we're rolling on the Eye of the Gods table. You rolled an 11, which is +1 to your arm or your ward save. He did have the Mark of Siege. So now he has a 4-up ward save in combat, so long as he gets to parry, which he can. So combat resolution once again, and this time it really went bad. So he did 2 wounds. He charged. He has a banner. He has a BSB. He has an extra rank and another rank. You win by 7. I need to pass a leadership of 3 re-rolling. Nope. And re-roll. Nope. So now you can choose to pursue. You can do a leadership check not to. Or you'll go 2d6 directly after me, and if you beat me. I will roll 3 dice, take away the lowest.
If I hit the Hydra, do I count as charging the Hydra?
For the next round, you will. I'm going to test not to pursue, and leadership 8 re-rolling. He passes, so he doesn't run, but my knights certainly do. They run a total of 8 inches, which will pop them out on the other side of the Hydra. Oh, they did have a banner, that's right. Well, I lost anyway.
Yeah.
And they flee, the banner dies, and show up over here. The Hydra doesn't panic, because Hydras is Hydras. We are at the end of Chaos turn 3, I believe that was. And things are not looking good for Dark Elves. I mean, it looks like we're still doing good, because I have my Hydra and my Duders, but... Spearmen are not going to do it. I wish these were Witch Elves right now. Witch Elves could do it. Witch Elves could kill leadership check. They have to take one, because that unit broke within 6 inches of them. They're fine. Why didn't I roll that before? No. Dark Elf turn. Declare charges is first. So... Hydra, let's do this. Hydra's going to charge. They're going to charge.
Okay.
I don't think we can do that. They're going to charge the trolls. We're going to fight the trolls. And the Hydra will go after those warriors. And hopefully that guy can hold the flank. It's up to you, man. Alright, you're going to hold?
Yep.
Can basically auto-make all my charges. Hydra makes it. These guys... I think that's 9 close, but they made it. And so... Bop. Bop. And that's how that happens. So rally on these guys. They do not, because my general is now out of command. And so they continue to flee.
Oh man.
Which brings them right through this unit. Who then panics. And stays. They didn't go through that one. So it was just... But they stayed. And that was not... I wish you'd come back. Crossbows. See if we can kill one of these cannons before it obliterates everyone. Take some shot at that cannon. There's nothing we can do. March. Whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 4 dice for the Dark Elves. Channel? Nope. So you get a 5-up channel?
Nope.
Yep.
Nailed it.
So you get 3 and I get 4. Earthblood goes off on an 8. You need to match 8. The 4-up regen?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Oh, the dice came back. And not only that, because I successfully cast a life spell, I can heal a wound off a guy within 12 inches.
Oh man.
So he's down to 1 wound now, which basically gave him an extra attack. And now we're going to use our last 2 to cast Flesh to Stone. It goes off! Dice plus 4.
Oh, no.
And then we can heal another one. We might win now. We gotta hold. Hold your ground, boys. Moving into shooting, the shades are going to go after that cannon. 4 is to hit, 3's on the yellow. 2 wounds. It has a 4-up armor save normally, which armor pierce puts a 5. And then he has a 5-up ward save. So he takes 1 wound. Just take a little guy off.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to do this combat. I'm in challenge.
I accept.
Good. 4 is to hit. Hits. 4 is to wound. 2 wounds. Strength 4, toughness 4. You have a 5-up, 2 of them.
Here we go.
We killed him. Take that red guy with the halberd out. You're the worst chaos champion. You're fired. So I did a wound. You have a rank. You have another rank. You have a banner. I lose by 2. Nope. And a guy moves up. Right, let's do this fight. Dun dun dun. He has the challenge. And so my general is going to accept it. I'd rather not, but at least that'll take his attacks away from my unit of guys. My general will more likely live. And I'm plus 4 toughness, so what the hell. Do a fear test, if your guys cause fear. Leadership 10, they're good. And now we attack. So I need 3s to hit you, because you're only weapon skill 5. Rerolling to hit. I'm strength 6, thanks to my ogre blade. So I need 2s to wound you. Rerolling 1s. 4 wounds. Alright, so I need 4s to hit. Forgot about the Mark of Nurgle being -1. And so I have to re-roll these. Still hit with everything. Okay, and still 2s to wound. And there we go. So it ended up the same. To make 5-up saves. And he made 2. So he takes 2 wounds, but doesn't die. And now gets to attack me back. So the rider will have 3 attacks. Attacking me back. The mount is going to need 5s to hit. No, 6s. because I'm double +1 of his weapon skill, and I'm wearing armor that's -1 to hit me.
Okay.
And so yourself will need 5s, and the mount will need 6s.
5s and 6s.
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right. So the combat stays. And now the rest of the fight, the Elveses are Elveses. Standard Bear, strength 4. He has his 3 attacks. And 4s to wound. Nothing. And now the rest. Here goes the Spearman, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Because you're only weapon skill 3. And do 5s to wound. Re-rolling 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed a 1. 4. So 4 5-up saves, because they have regen. 3 wounds, so 1 dies. So the guy in the back will attack back. They've got 3 attacks each. The back 3 each support 1, so 9 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Couple hits. And wounding on 6s, because we're toughness 7. Nope. And now the front 2 will each get a stomp. So you get to make an additional attack each. So 6s to wound, they hit automatically. 2 wounds, those guys die. Oh no, they have regeneration. Those guys die. And your throne actually will get to stomp my guy as well. 6 to wound.
There you go.
And so you actually, no, I think I still won combat, but. Alright, so I did 2 wounds in the combat. And I did 3 wounds to the other guy. You did 2, so I'm up by 3.
Yeah.
I have a banner, I have another banner, and I have a rank. So I win by 6. So snake eyes. Reroll.
Reroll.
Ah! What? And they stayed. Oh boy. Final fight. You get to go first. Your champion will be the first to go.
Okay.
And he'll get his 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s. 4 hits. And wounding on 4s. Because I'm toughness 5.
Nothing.
Good job, bud. Well, the other guys get to attack. 13 attacks from the other guys. These guys are hitting on 3s as well. And a few misses. There you go. And now they're strength 4, so they need 5s to wound.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5-up save on Mr. Hydra. He makes 2. So he takes 3 wounds and lives by 2. Boop. Hydra attacks, 4s to hit. 3 hits. He's strength 5 against toughness 4, so 3s to wound. 2 wounds. You'll get -2 to your save, so it'll be 5-up, 5-up.
5-up, 5-up.
Nope.
Nothing. Come on.
Nope.
Nothing.
So 2 warriors die. And then, because he is a monster, he stomps on you. D6 times. 5. Once again, 3s to wound. 4 more 5-up, 5-ups. 4 plus, 5 plus. So 2.
1, 2.
And 2 more. 1. So 1 guy gets killed. So you win combat by 4. Needs a 6 or less. Reroll thanks to the BSB. Oh, he flees. Would you like to overrun? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Because then you'll hit the side of my knight, or my other dudes. So Mr. Hydra is like, later, 10 inches. Okay, and you get to overrun, don't roll snake eyes. Well, you didn't roll snake eyes. So they count as having charged this new unit, so they turn to face and close the gap. One for each wound missing on my Hydra. He gets nothing back. Leadership on the cannon. Pass. And the other cannon. Nope. Reroll. Cannon will turn and face and go towards the nearest unit, but unfortunately it won't even be able to get into combat, so it just sits there all cannon-like. Face for chaos. 8 uses Staff of Catan. He gets to roll 6 power dice, or 6 channel. On 5 pluses, he gets an extra dice, but if he rolls a 1, he loses a leadership. So, good and bad. Your leadership 5 now. Leadership 5, but he got 3 extra power dice this round, which is awesome. Now, the reason I got the on 5s is because he does have the little dude, gives you +1 to your channeling attempts. Let me know if there's been an errata that prevents that from being the case, but we're going with it because that's what the book says. His wizard is going to cast as a miasma to lower my weapon skill and initiative.
Casting on the squad.
Oh yeah, that's right, you cast on yourself. It goes off, I'm not going to try and stop it. Roll a d6. If you roll a 6, you get another wound.
Yeah.
No. There we go. So which one do you want to do next?
Next, we're doing poison weapons.
On the trolls?
Yeah.
You sure you want to put it on the trolls?
Not on the trolls.
There you go. And you need an 8 on 5 dice?
4.
4. Oh, you have it. So they have poison weapons now, and roll a d6.
Okay.
Nope. And then the last spell, this is the one to minus d3 of my toughness.
Curse of the leper. I pass.
What'd you get?
I got
5, 6,
14.
7, 8. Okay. I think I stopped you. I rolled 15.
Yep.
Yeah. So no minus toughness. That can shoot is going to shoot right here. Whoop! Whoop! Oh jeez! Roll a d6. So what happens on the monster reaction? 1. It suffers from stupidity now for the rest of the game in the back. It ate all of its having looked up for the rules for the Hell Cannon, realizing that it's monster and handlers. We did do the shooting wrong with the shades, but lesson learned. So here we go. Close combat. The knight attacks. 2 hits. Nothing. You get a lot of attacks back. It's like 12. So just roll like 5 if I live.
We'll keep going.
Yeah. 4 is to hit. 3 hits, and then 2 is to wound.
Got him.
He's dead. Yeah. And then they can, they can't overrun because he didn't flee, so they can just reform. Here we go into the main fight. The winner of this will win the game. My general is still in the combat with his wizard, and so the general attacks, eating 4s, re-rolling. Because even with his reduced stats, he's still a better fighter than you are. Uh-oh, I missed one. 2s to wound, re-rolling 1s, 3 wounds. So you have a 5 up against this. 2 wounds, that's the end.
Yep.
The wizard is dead. You can just take him off his little throne. And that's attacking the troll unit. This is my banner bearer. He's still 3s to hit, because your guys are not better than these guys are fighting. He does 2 wounds on 5 ups. Regen! 1 wound. So it's 2 wounds left on one of those guys. Or he has a 1 on him. And 4s to hit now, as we attack the trolls with everything we've got. Because we always strike first. So 8 saves on the trolls. 5 plus. Looks like
1, 2, 3.
That's 1 dead troll.
5.
5. So the 2 of the back trolls die. And that's that. So your lord now will get to attack. Your banner bearer there. He's got 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s. 6 is an auto wound.
5 and 6.
Oh, is it even better? So 1 of them is wounded, and then 3 hits. And then your strength 5, you didn't get this toughness reduction, so you still need 6s to wound me. Nothing. But the 1 wound got through, which just out and out kills this guy. And knight's attacking, hitting on 3s. 6s are auto wounds, so you got 3 of them.
1, 2, 3 auto wounds.
Yep. And then 6s to wound. Because once again, we're tough. Nope. But 3 more wounds are caused. Another guy dies, and more die. End of the combat is a draw, because we both have musicians, and that's how that goes. But you don't have a wizard now. All of a sudden, there's a chance. So, Dark Elf turn. Does the Hydra rally? Yes. Do the cold ones rally? Yes. Ho ho. We're coming back. We're not coming back. So, movement. There we go. Magic. 9 cents. Yes. Gonna cast Regrowth on herself. And sacrifice a dude. Fails. Sacrifice another dude. Fails. Sacrifice another dude.
I like where this is going.
Come on! Fails. Okay, we need this spell to not fail, thank you very much. There we go. So you get to add d6, but it doesn't matter, I only need 1. Ooh, 6. 10, 13. There you go. It goes off. You need to roll 17. Not only it matters, I wasted the whole effect of it. D6 more. Ooh, 4 guys, so I gained 2. Earth Blood on the unit. Goes off. This is the regeneration of a 4+. so I'll have saves against your attacks. Wild form goes off. This is +1 strength and toughness. To stone, once again, maybe he'll whiff. Maybe I will. You need to roll an 8. Can you do it?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double 6, auto dispel. No flesh to stone. Successful life spell. And so he's going to shoot to hit with these guys. 5 to wound. 1 wound.
No.
Shooting them as well. 6s. So here we go. Dreadlord challenges.
I
have to accept, yeah. Alright, we're gonna pop these guys out because it's cinematic. So here we are, the ultimate showdown between generals. And we're simultaneous because his Helm of Stupid is keeping him in the fight. First, now he would need a 4 to hit me normally, but my armor is shiny and it distracts his many eyes, so he's -1 to hit. 5. Ooh, 1 6. That's an auto wound, and that's all the wounds he did. So I'm attacking him back. I need 4s to hit because my weapon skill was reduced. No reroll for me. And I'm strength 6 against toughness 4, so I need 2s. And I still reroll 1s because I'm still an elf. Ah! So 2 wounds. You had a 2-up save, 1-up save. And now you're going to go up by 3 from that, so 2 + 3 + 4 +. Nope, but he does have a ward save of 4-up.
No.
God didn't love him. He might only have 2 wounds. Down he goes. Dreadlord wins it again. And you did 1 wound to me though. Yep. I still gotta roll mine. What's your strength? 5? Yeah, because you're... Yeah. Fails it. Regen. 4+, because you let me get that spell off. Nope. Takes a wound. Attacking the unit of warriors. Reroll. So they were 3 hits. I knocked that dice. And 4s to wound, because we're strength 4. 3 wounds. 4 + 5 +. And 5 up.
We're good.
Alright, and now the rest against the trolls. We've got the little lordling. He is strength 5 now, so 3s to wound for him. 1 wound, 5 up on the troll. And here we go, everybody attacking the trolls. Sorry, gotta reroll these 3s, because you're minusing my wound now, thanks to the blessings and such we got. Rerolling 1s. So that's a total of 14 5-up saves.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it, they're dead.
Yep.
10 wounds, kills the 3 trolls. Pleased to hit with the 16 guys, or 16 attacks. 6 are auto wounds, so he's got
2, 3.
3 there. 4s to wound. 1, 2, 3 more. 2 live, 4 die. Alright, well, at the end of combat, he's... Oh no, you're 3s, because of your rank. But anyway. No, wait, I have a banner and another banner. My mistake. The Chaos Warriors have lost this combat. We fed off those trolls. So, leadership check, eating a snake eyes, no rallying. That's it. So they break. We're going to pursue them. So we run 2d6. I got 5. You got 7. So they did get away. But I think we'll call it here. Because I think I've got this now. Because I'm going to be running that way. And then even if you kill that unit, they have to go through the gauntlet. And yeah. So here we are at the end of the game. Stay tuned for a moment here. We'll do a handshake.
There we go. Good game.
And we're going to have a bit of a few minutes. We're going to sit down and we're going to talk about this game. Because Jacob doesn't really know how to play. I was trying to walk him through it as we played at the same time. And we'll talk about our thoughts of the game. Things that were skewed. Things that you don't expect to happen that were really surprising. And of course, any rules mistakes that we missed along the way. Leave a comment down below and let us know. So here we are at the post-game, really, though this is all one video.
Yeah.
So what did you think? I made these lists up. I thought they were pretty balanced. And the game was very close.
Yeah.
I thought I was losing the majority of it. We do accept that I won at the end there just because of that overrun. The general should have lived. I don't think you should have died in that round.
Yeah, that was unlucky roll.
And I had honestly thought that going into that I would lose.
Those buffs.
Magic, yeah. Life is the lore. Life is the lore to win with. Plus 4 to your toughness is so good. I think this list needs a dispel scroll as well.
Yeah, that would have helped out a bit. Other than that, for a while it did look like I was going to win.
Yep.
It was that last
could have gone differently. You could have, like, what skewed dice rolls did I get that really pushed me in? You failing to dispel that actually was a big deal.
Yeah.
You ended up rolling like a 4 on 3 or 4 dice. Like, it was like a 6 maybe. It was like, yeah. So, if that hadn't betrayed you there, I think you would have done all right. Other than that, I mean, the cannons just negated my ability to sit back.
They were great. I got really lucky with the cannons.
What do you think you would have done differently, knowing now kind of how both of the armies work?
I'm not sure. Probably the dispel scroll.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could really...
But no, like, tactical change? Like, who got shot or where you positioned your dudes?
I might have moved the front pack of hounds.
Somewhere else?
Yeah.
Or...
Although they did help deflect the gold ones.
As someone who's new, that's why I'm asking, because, like, what do you see as a challenge here, but...
I don't think the positioning was flawed too much.
No, I think it did come down to dice a little bit.
Only because you positioned as well, just to come straight to the middle.
Well, that's really the way it comes down to. I could have done a better job positioning my archers. I think my cold ones should have been further out.
Yeah.
I kept them close because I didn't want to fail stupidity checks, which is usually the way to go about it. But they end up taking up too much room, and my archers can't really lay into you. Because, I mean, really, you took, what, 20, 30 arrows? That's not a lot when I can put out 80 a turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, I can put out 100, but... yeah, it really... It worked really well for you, though. He did... As some of you may have noticed as we were playing, I had started off the board in kind of a U shape, wanting him to enter my middle and hit him with both flanks, or hit my side and then get flanked by the middle. And by the mid-game, our roles had basically changed because I realized just how powerful those cannons were. And I couldn't afford to sit back and keep taking cannons and try and do piddly arrows.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this unit right here, the blue, the Zeech Knights, they just took those arrows. It's
they're rather tanky.
5s to wound, and then we have a 4-up 5 or 4-up 6-up. Like, that worked out. The corn guys, I mean, every unit did what I had expected when I was building this list, except for the trolls. The trolls, I don't know what to do.
They were a little lackluster.
They did kind of get screwed, so we get a bad example of how good they are, because they had to go up against a unit that was toughness 8. But they did seem kind of lackluster. The problem is that he's in the front middle.
Yeah.
I don't think that unit should even get into combat.
I was gonna say if the halberds would have been in their position and been able to hit a bit harder.
Well, I'm also thinking just like taking him off his palanquin and just putting him on foot in a third unit of these.
That could work.
Just another unit of Khorne or Zeech, or even a Nurgle unit. Because that's probably the better plan. Like, I like the trolls because they have a lot of wounds and they don't take up a lot of space.
They can disperse a bunch.
But the stupidity's a big risk, and they're expensive. Like,
especially
they're over 200 points, and his ride is like 50 points, so that's not enough for a unit of warriors, which is true because they're crazy expensive. But even marauders, like the cheap ones, the half-naked guys, they would just soak up wounds for him too, because that's all that is. That's all it is a it's a barricade for him to not get killed.
Leadership 8's rough.
Leadership 8's rough. Gotta get a Chaos Lord. That's actually what you can do. Drop the trolls, drop that, bring a general. Hit him in one of the units, and then the general in the other unit. See, but then you're lacking something. You can't do the U if you don't have that third unit, because you'll end up having to go back to back, essentially, like facing outward.
Yeah.
Or even if you face inward, it's a lot easier for me to get around that, because that U shape is totally the main formation you want if you have multiple units against each other. Because look at like the board right now, which you can't see, but you saw just a few seconds ago. He's closing in on both sides after taking the charge in the middle, which is exactly how that tactic goes down. And if not for magic, I'd have been dead 3-4 rounds ago. And remember, not everyone's going to have this kind of...
Yeah, that lore is very good.
Not to mention just that I like it. Not very many people like life. They use other lores instead because they want to try and do killy stuff. And I'm like, no, just make my units borderline impossible to kill. Or at least durable enough that I can kill you elsewhere. We messed up shooting at the cannon, realizing afterwards that it was handlers and a monster, so we should have randomized it who got hit. What else was there? Other rules mistakes that came up. There was a few. Probably see them throughout the video. I'll comment on them. And leave a comment below. Let us know other ones that we had missed. But that's it. That's the game. Stay tuned. We're gonna have more battle reports. You'll see Jacob more as we play more fantasy and Wrath of Kings. Hadros, right? Oh, you were the Technus.
Yeah, Technus. Big people.
Hope. We'll see that soon enough. So stay tuned for that and like and subscribe. It does help out the channel. And I'll see you all next time.